it is time now for Yo Rookie, presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week. Drum roll that. We're going to roll that graphic. Can we roll the graphic? I know it's there we go. It's Yo Rookie, presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week. Now, we have 6 nominees for Week 4's Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week. So go ahead and throw those nominees up there. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. No? I'm going to keep drum rolling until we can throw those nominees up there. Waiting? Okay. There we go. Oh, we got a familiar face on the list. Brandon, feel free to run through these guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys that just continue to pop up on this list of nominees each and every week. Bijan Robinson, like you guys in Atlanta absolutely hit on this guy. He is a freak. I don't think there's been a running back drafted this high in a very long time, and he's worth it. This dude does everything right, and it's going to be cool to watch him, really morph into a pro and then a superstar in this league. I mean, he's already a superstar, really. But he probably won't win this week. Puka, I didn't know who this dude was going into training camp. I didn't know who this dude was going into week 1. I didn't know who Puka was even when Cooper Kupp went down, right? Like, because now you start thinking about, like, well, who else is going to fill the void while the number 1 receiver went down? And we're talking about a dude who hit the trifecta in Cooper Kupp. So Puka is someone who's just off to a crazy start right now. And if I'm being honest, when I watch film, there's a lot of room for improvement at the top of his route. So the route running, and then being more efficient in how he released off the line. So it's going to be crazy to see him morph over the remainder of this year and also his career. C.J. Stroud. Who would have thought that C.J. Stroud would be in this position? When you watch not only the Texans, but you watch him, this dude looks like a savvy vet. Like the IQ is through the roof because he's getting through his progressions fairly quickly, efficiently. He's making the right decision. He feels comfortable checking and getting into different situations. I mean, when's the last time we seen a rookie quarterback operate the offense at this level?
Well, on the topic of CJ, before you move on, he passed for 306 yards and 2 touchdowns for a passer rating of 111.3 in the Texans' Week 4 win.
Unbelievable. I hate to say this because I really wanted to see someone different win Rookie of the Year award. Obviously, we're just 4 weeks into the season, so we'll see how things continue to progress. But right now, if he continues at this pace, man, he's definitely going to win it. And hell, if they were actually winning games like at a high level, if they have a good record, I can see him getting some consideration for MVP. No, I'm going too far. I'm going too far right there.
Let's go ahead and run through this. We also have Anthony Richardson, quarterback from the Indianapolis Colts. He passed for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns and rushed for 56 yards and 1 touchdown in Week 4.
Special.
We also have the running back from the Miami Dolphins, Devon Achane. He recorded 120 scrimmage yards, 101 rushing, 19 receiving, and scored 2 rushing touchdowns in Week 4. Atlanta running back Bijan Robinson recorded 137 scrimmage yards, 105 rushing, 32 receiving in Week 4. And then Puka Nacua, we've been talking about him all day. Caught 9 passes for 163 yards and 1 touchdown in the Rams Week 4 win. And lastly, the star from last night, the Seattle Seahawks cornerback Devon Witherspoon, 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 QB pressures, plus 97 yards in total. Yeah. Sorry, plus a 97-yard interception touchdown. I read that wrong. There we go.
Yeah, this was a dude that they drafted, and they were high on. Last night they put him in the slot, and he was absolutely a game wrecker. A couple sacks, and then obviously the pick 6 that really put the nail in the coffin when it came to the Giants and what they were trying to do. But that was a playmaker right there. And Pete Carroll, man, I was listening to the broadcast last night and listening to Troy and them guys talk about, like, why didn't he get more consideration of Coach of the Year last year? Just the job he's been able to do post Legion of Boom, post Russell Wilson. Those are two different eras, right? Their success early on was Legion of Boom and then Russell coming in and being a part of that entire program. And then there was Russell Wilson. And now, so you put all your money into the offense and Russ, and then you move on from Russ. Y'all, separate, divorce, whatever you want to call it. And for you to have the Seattle Seahawks in this position for the second year in a row, post, that's special. So it's guys like this, rookies like this, that's stepping up and contributing in a major way fast. So shout out to all the nominees. Over the first 4 weeks, Puka's been a guy that's been on his board. I feel like Puka's been on the board every week, maybe except one. C.J. Stroud's been there, and Bijan Robinson has been there, feels like, every single week. This dude is an all-purpose machine, and it's really special to see these guys morph into their NFL careers and potentially superstars in the NFL.
Well, we have a special guest joining us today. From a little city known as Tampa Bay. He was nominated for Rookie of the Week in Week 2. So let's go ahead and welcome in our guest, rookie Christian Izien Jr. to the show. Christian, welcome. How are you?
How you doing today? I'm doing well.
Boy, you a glass eater, bro. Look at them jaws. Like hopefully they know your neck. I forgot about those football workouts. Sorry, this is the first thing I think about when you pop up, bro. How many neck exercises are you doing today, bro?
Hey, they got us in there every time we get in the lift, get a little 4-way neck in, so
right.
Can't miss it.
Put the towel on your head. Y'all doing the towels?
Push it to the... know.
I love it. How you feeling, man? 4 weeks into the start of your NFL career, you were nominated a couple weeks ago. You had a huge pick. You had a huge game, big plays. How are you feeling? Tell us about these first 4 weeks.
They've been great, man. Honestly, it's just been a blessing to be in the position I'm in today. Being a starter for the Bucs and being able to contribute immediately. Being able to have impact plays that change the game, and affect us with the winning or losing, it's big. It's a blessing.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about Tampa Bay for a second. I mean, I think a lot of people kind of dismissed what this team was going to go ahead and be able to look like in the post-Tom Brady era after, and just umpteen amount of success. But you guys look competitive. You look good. People doubted, what Baker Mayfield was going to be able to do with the offense, what the defense was going to look like. Kind of led us into just the mindset of this team in, like I said, the post-Tom Brady era, where a lot of people wrote you off before the season even started.
Right.
Yeah, just coming in when I got here in OTAs and seeing all the talent that we had in the locker room that I think you said people really didn't see in us, and just having the guys go out there, with each other and get better day by day and compete. And, we know we had, so going into every game, it was just kind of shocking to see how much of underdogs we were. But going into every game, we just attack, just the opportunity to be out there, prove people wrong week in and week out. And that's what we've been doing up so far. So we just plan on keep doing that.
Yo, Coach Bowles is my guy. He was our defensive coordinator when I had a little cup of tea. I was about to say something else, but, I got to stay on task here. But when I had a little cup of tea with the Miami Dolphins, it was a 2-year stint, and he was our defensive coordinator. Then he became our interim head coach. A couple years later, he became the head coach of the Jets. He came and traded for me when I was in Chicago. I know he's a dude that he's a leader. He's a man's man, but he doesn't say a lot. So piggybacking off of Ashley, what was his message throughout the year, throughout the offseason and also the start of the year around what this team was going to be, right? Was he walking around saying look, people are writing us off, but that's not our story? Or was he just going through his process?
Yeah, like you said, just, reminding us throughout the offseason that, like you said, people are writing us off. People don't have high expectations for us. Like you said, the post-Brady era, we're the bottom of the NFC, NFC South and all that stuff, just not seeing us as competitors. And, like you said, us knowing who we are and what the talent that we have and the work ethic that this team has, and us going out there just playing fast, playing physical, and playing for each other. You can see it on the field and see how it comes out.
The biggest question around the team really wasn't the defensive guy. Like, if people really know Coach Bowles, wherever he goes as a head coach or defensive coordinator, he's going to put it together. And I would say the reason why they have this ring, some people are saying Tom Brady, but it was Coach Bowles and that defense that ran through Aaron Rodgers and, Drew Brees and then Patrick Mahomes, right? That defense, legendary. So I'm not surprised that the defense is standing up the way they are, but it's Baker Mayfield, bro. Like, when did you see, a Baker Mayfield's like, yo, this dude can lead us. This dude is the starting quarterback. When did you see it?
Yeah, so when I got there, really during training camp, honestly, just being out there with him, getting a chance to take some early first-team reps and being out on the field with him, it's his ability to ID and his ability just to scan the defense and kind of get an idea pre-snap and a grasp of what we had schematically. We run a lot of stuff, so, just get a chance to pick his brain, see what he's telling me, and, like, I could tell he knows what he's talking about. So it's no coincidence that he's out there playing as good as he is. Like you said, he's playing free. I think he's playing some of the best ball in his career right now.
I mean, you guys right now are sitting at the top of a division that was pretty wide open before the season started. Everybody had a different answer on who was going to be the top dog. Obviously, we're only 4 weeks into the season, a month in. You guys are at 3-1. You have the Lions coming up, and then you have the Falcons, a division rival, before you have to face the Bills. The mindset going into these games to stay atop of a division, like I said, people said was wide open. What does that game plan look like for you guys, at least from a mental standpoint?
Yeah, just taking it really honestly 1 week by week. I treat every game like it's a 1 week season, and just having that mindset that this week that we have a bye week this week coming up, the following week we have a physical team coming into Tampa in the Detroit Lions. They got some great energy rolling, and that's going to be a physical game. That we know that. So we got a couple guys banged up right now that we want to get healthy for this week coming up, because we know how important this stretch is.
Bro, yeah, it's a long season. You ever hear them talk about the rookie wall?
No, but if you're referring to how long the season is coming into a rookie, just leaving college and the combine training, all that stuff. They say it's the longest year of your life, and everybody just keeps reminding me of that. So
you haven't heard the term rookie wall?
Nah, not yet. No, what's that?
Oh, let me tell you about the rookie wall. So that basically, because of what you just said, right? Like, y'all never had an off season. You go from, and actually you trained at House of Athlete Tampa. So shout out to you and the whole Yo Murphy team. But you go from bowl game or your last game to immediately going into combine training, and that's intense. The biggest moment of your football career. And then you go into, well, before you even do that, you might have a bowl game, right? And then you go into the whole draft process, okay? And then you get into the offseason, which is a little different than college, but now you have so many games, right? So they say around like week 9, week 10, where you see some rookies just start like, like the energy ain't there, right? Now you feeling a little bruised and nicked up, and now you ain't recovering as fast. So that's the rookie wall. And so you got to be careful not to hit that rookie wall. You got to make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I plan on doing that. I'm here right now. My treatment place is in treatment right now, so trying to stay ahead of the game, have every edge out as possible. I haven't played a full NFL season yet, so I can imagine how long that is, but definitely trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Straight.
Well, speaking of that transition from college into the NFL, I think a lot of the times we're focused on the rookies. They're under a different microscope than I think the guys that we're used to seeing, just because it's new, it's exciting. You want to see who's making that transition easier than who isn't. But what has been the easiest transition for you to make coming from college, your first NFL season so far, and what has been the most difficult?
Yeah, I would say the easiest is just, honestly, the speed of the game. Transitioning to the speed of the NFL to college, it hasn't been too much of a drastic transition as far as just playing out there. And I played Big Ten, which is, probably some of the best, probably the best offenses you're going to see in the country week in, week out. So, having that physicality brought to me from college and being able to see that. And in the NFL, it translates well. So that was kind of one of my best transitions, where I didn't feel like the game was too fast or sped up for me. Well, I would say that kind of was difficult for me, though, was just coming in OTAs and learning the playbook. I came in learning nickel and safety. They first OTAs, how that is. They taught us, I think, 80 plays or so. So I'm learning in a weekend. So I'm learning 80 plays at nickel, 80 plays at safety. I'm calling home like it's a lot. I don't know if I can get this down. I'm undrafted, so I'm hoping like damn, like hoping I don't know what I'm doing out here. So that was the biggest adjustment for me. And Coach Bowles helped me with that a lot. So
hearing you talk about all of that took me back to that guy you just brought up, Coach Bowles, right? That's my guy. Is that defense? Is it complex or is it simple?
Outside looking in, I would say it's complex. We see a lot of things that kind of intertwine with each other as far as inside intellectual inside the defense that we understand. That's kind of makes it simple for us. But outside looking in, like if I showed you the playbook, you would think it's 100 plays, 150 plays.
Y'all still running palms?
A bit, a bit. We mix it up though, man. It's a bunch of defenses that we run. I couldn't even put point one. We run so many.
What makes, and my last question on this topic, like what makes Coach Bowles and his defense so special, right? I know you're just now getting started in your NFL career, but you've been around high school, college, right? You understand it, you get it. What makes Coach Bowles special?
I would say just his ability to dissect the offense and be a step ahead of what he really wants to do. What's our ultimate goal as far as the game plan? Like, I sit down and watch film with him, once a week and just picking down the game plan and what he sees and why he's calling what he's calling.
One-on-one? Y'all watching film together one-on-one?
Yeah.
Oh, he love you. Damn. Coach Bowles sitting down with you one-on-one?
Hey, I'm a rookie nickel. I need all the game I could get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a rookie on the field, so I can't let my guys down. So
I want to go back to something that you said when, during OTAs when you were learning the playbook and you said you were calling home and, wondering, can I do this? This is a lot, it's overwhelming, and it is Mental Health Awareness Week. So I just want to ask you, like, during that time frame where it's just a drastic transition and it's overwhelming and, a lot is riding on learning this playbook and mastering it and being efficient at it, what, you were doing to take care of your mental so that you weren't getting overwhelmed, that you weren't starting to question yourself. There's something called imposter syndrome where like you start questioning whether you even belong in the position that you're currently in or you find yourself in. What were some of the things that you did to make sure you didn't fall down that hole?
Yeah, I have a lot of good people in my corner, just around me that I could communicate with day in and day out. To keep me encouraged, to remind me, who I am, as a person first, and as a player, what I'm capable of. So just having those outlets to go to, and like I said, I called my parents, I called my friends, my family. I called friends that play, here or other places around the league. So just having those outlets, those brotherhoods to be able to fall back on, just to remind you who you are as a person, and if it's like this is a transition for you, so. Don't reject the transition. Just accept it and go with it. So definitely that.
What bro? Like, how did it feel? And this is I'm winding down here. I want you to get back to treatment and recovering. It's a long week, long year. How did it feel being nominated? Right? Because undrafted, no one's expecting a lot. Right? Throwing you at nickel, throwing you at safety. How was that feeling, knowing that you were nominated?
Yeah, it was a blessing, honestly, man. I didn't expect it. I wasn't too familiar with the Rookie of the Week thing was. Honestly, I didn't know about it before, and so just having the opportunity to be nominated for that was a blessing. Everybody at home, that's the most important to me. Making everybody at home proud. A lot of the kids where I'm from, they look up to me, they text me stuff like that. I got parents calling me. They play, their kids want to play sports because of me and stuff like that. So just having an impact on the community, that's really big for me. And whether I won or not, it was just big to have the opportunity for people at home to see it, to see somebody doing something positive.
So last one for me, Ashley. Who do y'all have? Who do y'all have this week?
We got the bye this week, but next week coming up, we got Detroit.
All right. So Detroit. Have you started watching film with Coach Bowles or yourself yet on Detroit? They looking good.
Not yet. We still unwinding right now. We just doing some recovery stuff, but we'll definitely attack that this upcoming week for sure.
Ooh, boy. Okay, that's gonna be a good one. Where is it at?
It's here. Yep, it's a Creamsville game too. So they just changed I think a 4:30 kickoff.
Ooh, that's kind of like a baby primetime game. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Damn, they flexing already. I think that was a new rule change. They couldn't flex games until I think post November last year. They would flex games. Now they just flex y'all, which says a lot about the work that y'all putting in and where y'all stand right now. That's going to be a good game. Nobody expected it, Nobody expected it, but I'm proud of y'all, man. Proud of you.
I've been asking all the rookies that have come through the show will be blank.
My rookie season will be one to remember. You know, I have goals of being a defensive rookie of the year this year, so it'll be one to remember for sure.
Let's go.
I love that. That's an amazing, amazing way to finish that sentence. Well, we don't want to keep you from your rehab and getting ready, you know, for what's to come the remainder of the season. Enjoy your bye week, and thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Listen, if you want to go ahead and vote for any of this week's nominees, make sure you head over to NFL.com/voting/rookies. The URL is right there, NFL.com/voting/rookies. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Yo Rookie